The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros. Did Jarrell Miller deserve the victory over Andy Ruiz?
It was funny, right? It was like you always would say, bro. It's a tale of two halves for me. I think in the beginning, I said Andy Ruiz was doing his thing, but then in the tail end, Gerald Miller was doing his thing. I honestly called it a draw before it was announced. I was like, because I thought the first half Andy did his thing, and the second half Gerald did his thing. So I was like, it's a draw. Too bad it was a 10-round fight. Um, yeah, I seen it a draw. I mean, even though when he did win his rounds was the better rounds. You know what I'm saying? And it was the last ones that people remember. But he forgot to get activated in the beginning of the fight.
You said you were watching the fight in like a chat, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I didn't watch the fight with you at all. I didn't text with you at all. And I tweeted before they announced it that I had it 6-6 a draw. So for all the people, like you were in a chat with like Rico and everyone you said, right?
I was in
So
there with
this
Rico, the
is
UK homie.
documented. This
Yeah.
is documented. You were in a chat with Rico talking to them. We didn't text one time and we came up with the same score. And I tweeted my score live in action. You can go look on Twitter. So this is what it is when the people like it's just funny that way. Because now I'm about to say I had a draw too, and it's documented. We watched the fight in different places. We were different, still saw the fight the same way. We don't always see it the same way. Go check the last segment where Trill thought Ryo won, and I thought Pitbull Cruz won. So, and this is legitimate. Like I just because people be wilding sometimes. But anyways, um, yeah, I thought it was a draw. Personally, I thought Miller could have won it, but I think he allowed Ruiz to take 2 rounds. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was one round where Ruiz was active for about 2 minutes and 45 seconds of the round, and all Gerald Miller did was walk him down, force him to throw punches to keep him off, and then Miller held them and smothered them, but he wasn't throwing any punches. And then in the last 15 seconds, Miller went on a flurry, and Miller landed about 3 good punches in that flurry. But for me, you can't win a round where you only did work for 15 seconds if the other fighter was working and throwing punches for 2 minutes and 45 seconds of that round. Now, granted, Ruiz didn't land anything spectacular, but he still landed consistently and he still landed more punches. So to me, there were 2 rounds that Miller gave away. And I already know the difference is people gave Miller those 2 rounds where he did absolutely nothing for over 2 minutes but walk forward and get punched in with jabs and in the stomach, but he flurried in the last few seconds of the round, and those people gave Miller that round. So that's where people feel like Miller got robbed. But the reality is you have to fight the entire round, not just portions of the round. And I think that's where Miller messed himself up. So he could have won. He should have won. I thought he was the one who was in control, and I felt like he missed an opportunity, but his inactivity cost him. But I want to say this. Even in a loss and in a draw, to me, Miller solidified himself as someone who was more than just a product of PED use. Because even having to work his way back down to being in shape, he gave Daniel Dubois a very tough fight, the same Daniel Dubois who went on to beat Philip Hergovich after. And he just gave Andy Ruiz, former heavyweight, unified heavyweight champion of the world, a very tough fight that ended in a draw. And I thought he was in control of the fight. He gave 2 rounds away on my scorecard, and that's why it was a draw. So salute to him. I think people got to put the rest that he was all PEDs. There's some heart and skill and determination in Big Baby Miller. So respect to him.
We don't know. We haven't got that drug test back yet.
True indeed. True indeed. He might pop a 4th time. I believe in Miller. Miller's gonna pass this test. I believe.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. I'm the Commissioner Trill Dollar Bill. It's my brother over there. That's Caden. It's LLG for life. We the Mighty Mighty Boxing Bros.